So, I made a FM3 patch based on what I think are the historical and correct amps and pedals and stuff used by Jimmy Page. I didn't go with like what I thought would sound the best, because this is probably not what I would use at a gig if I was going direct, but I was like, well, for an experiment, let's see if we could do some research into what Jimmy used and try and put it on the FM3. So I used 3 settings, normal settings people use: a clean, a rhythm, and a solo. And for the clean, I have just a compressor, a Dynacomp, mix all the way up, and I have this Supremo Trem, which is a little super amp, which I was trying to go for that sound in All of My Love. I think it gets you there. I know Jimmy Page used some sort of Supro amp at some point, probably just in the studio, but, you know, I think it sounds pretty good. And the other things I have a mono tape, which it's supposed to be the tape echo. I think Jimmy Page used the tape echo. And I just have a little bit of reverb, because too dry is terrible. So you can hear it. And then the next is the rhythm, which no drive pedals, no change in the mono tape, no change in the delay, but the amp becomes this 1959 super lead. I have it set to the super lead treble, and I should have mentioned earlier that this is a 412 1960 300 watt with a 57 on it, and sounds good to me. And I have a solo, which is just a like gained up louder version of the 1959 super lead. I always just want my solo patch to just be just kind of the same but louder, you know? And each one of these foot switches, when you hit it again, gives you a variation on it. So I have a solo with a fuzz, which is just exactly what you think of it. That fuzz is the bender fuzz, bender fuzz, you get it? And I also have that on another patch over here, which is just called fuzz, which is supposed to do that sort of direct into the board thing that I think is the Black Dog tone. Like, it's not as loud. It's still pretty articulate, and I think it sounds good. And I have this totally useless, like, octave fuzz. Nobody asked for it, nobody wants it, but I made it. Yeah, I think the idea was that I was, like, playing Dazed and Confused. I also have a little wah patch, an auto-engage wah, which you can use for any of the settings. It's just the Clyde wah, which is the one that it just like defaults to, and it's an auto-engage with a little, what are those things? Expression pedal. And, yeah, like, subscribe. This patch is free for download at the link in the description. And I hope you like it. Thanks.